Yes, students, I hope your accounts and law paper went on well. Now let us focus on taxation. In this video, I would be discussing about the question paper pattern for taxation along with the answering strategy, and I will also let you know what are the resources available for taxation on our YouTube channel which will help you in your preparation. First, let us begin with the question paper pattern and answering strategy. Guys, you just divide the time period into four parts. That is first 145 to 2, which is a reading time. Read the descriptive question of either direct tax or indirect tax in the order which you choose. And in this time, also decide which question will you start with. That is the sequence of answering the question. And from 2 to 3, you will answer either the DT or IDT, and from 3 to 4, the other one. If you ask me, sir, should I start with the direct tax or indirect tax? It completely depends on your strength, guys. Whatever you believe as your strength, start with that. And from 4 p.m., start answering the multiple choice question. And you will also read multiple choice question and answer it from 4 p.m. itself. Before that, please don't take up the multiple choice questions, guys. And maximum time you will spend for multiple choice question is around 30 to 40 or 45 minutes. After that, please come back to your descriptive question, and you would have not completed one or two question. Just complete it, and in the last 3 to 5 minutes, just cross check whether you have answered all the question, especially multiple choice. At the end, if by chance if you don't know one or two multiple choice question, please mark something and come, guys. Don't leave it like that. Yes. Now coming to the question paper pattern, guys, overall taxation is for 100 marks, which will have two parts. Section A, which covers direct tax for 50 marks, and section B, which covers indirect tax, that is GST, for 50 marks. And each section will have multiple choice component for 15 marks and descriptive 35. First, let me talk about the multiple choice. This is same. Whatever I would be discussing, the multiple choice component is same for both direct tax as well as indirect tax. So multiple choice totally will be for 30 marks, but under that there will be two categories, that is 15 marks direct tax, 15 marks indirect tax. So there will be two type of question in multiple choice, guys. So there will be two case scenario questions, and each case scenario will have three questions under that of 2 marks each. That means each case scenario will be for 6 marks, totaling to 12 marks. And there will be two independent questions without having any connection to the previous questions or next questions. One question of that will be for 2 marks, the other question will be for 1 marks. So if you add up all this, it will be for 15 marks, guys. And the pattern, as I told, is same for both direct as well as indirect. And there won't be negative marking. Answer the MCQ from 4 p.m. as I told, and please answer all the MCQs. Coming to, sir, how will I read the case scenario questions? Will I answer first case scenario question or will I answer independent question? Guys, I would suggest you, if time is a consideration for you or if time is a concern for you, then try to answer first independent question, which will consume less time. Then you can come and read the case scenario questions and answer it. And while reading the case scenario questions, I will just tell you which strategy you can follow. This is a question on GST in September 2025 exams, guys. Okay, before reading the case, what I would suggest is, you can see for this case, there are three questions from 9 to 11. So first read the requirement, guys. I will just read the requirement, but not the options. Ninth one. The total value of the exempted outward supply of society for the month of January 2025. So we are supposed to calculate the value of exempted supply. Okay. Question number 10. The amount of input tax credit, that is ITC, that the society can avail for the month of January 2025. So this question is on ITC. Then the third one, the gross GST liability before reduction of ITC for the month of January 2025 is, means they're asking only for you to compute outward supply, value of outward supply. Okay, sir. Once you understand the requirement, now you better go and read the case, so that when you're reading the case, you already know what are you supposed to calculate. Is that clear? So this is how you will read any of the case scenario questions, both under direct tax as well as indirect tax, guys. Okay, so now coming to descriptive question. So student need to answer under descriptive type 35 marks. There will be a choice, but he or she need to answer for 35 marks. Totally, there will be 4 questions, out of which a student need to answer 3 questions, guys. Okay. Coming to section A, that is direct tax part. First question would be for 15 marks, compulsory question, which they're asking on computation of total income or computation of total income along with tax liability, either under the one scheme or both the schemes, guys. Yes. Even while reading this, please be careful, guys. Normally, the question would be lengthy. So I will just show you how to read the questions when the descriptive question is too lengthy. Yeah, this is like income tax part. Question number 1, it is on total income calculation. Yeah. Before reading the information or the data, go and read the requirement first. You can just see here, which is in the last paragraph. You are required to compute the total income and tax liability both. Okay, they have asked both. Because sometimes students will miss out. They will read only this. They will leave this. Please be careful, guys. Read properly what they have asked. So the total income and tax liability of Mr. Ram under both the taxation regimes, that is normal as well as under section 115 BAC. 115 BAC is nothing but default scheme, and suggests the one which is more beneficial to him. Ram prepares his accounts on mercantile basis. Guys, which is more beneficial means wherever the tax liability is lower. Yes, fine. They have also given cost inflation index, that is for capital gains computation. Okay. Now, once you understand the requirement, please now go and read the data or the information given in the question, guys. Yes. And whenever the question is on total income calculation or tax liability calculation, please be careful with the 3 things, guys. That is the age of the individual, residential status, and the scheme which he is following, which he or she is following. Yes, you can see it 58 years. If it is less than 60, it will not have any impact on the answer. But especially if the assessee is a senior citizen, in one or the other way, it will have an impact on your answer. Please be careful with it. Yes. And whatever strategy I told for descriptive question, it is not applicable only for total income question. For any lengthy question, either under direct tax or even under indirect tax, you can apply this strategy. Because sometimes when you see the long, lengthy question, I know student will think, oh, this will take too much time. How will I manage it? Don't worry, guys. Lengthy question doesn't mean that it will be tough always. But I would suggest you to take total income question little later. Don't start with that, because many students will end up taking too much time on this question and later they will get panicked. So if at all, if you feel that you will take too much time for this kind of question, you can take it up little later. Yes, guys. So coming back to the pattern, out of the remaining 3 questions, you need to answer any. Yes, that means you can take one of the question as a choice. But I would suggest don't take this question as a choice, guys, because it will have an internal choice. It is like one extra option you are getting there. So normally the last question under both will have an internal choice. That is, assume there are 2 sub-questions for 5 marks each. A, B. For B, there will be 2 options. You can answer either of them. So it is one of the extra option given for you. Try to capitalize it. So I would suggest student to take a choice between second and third question, both in direct tax as well as indirect tax, guys. Okay, sir. Then, sir, what about this 3 question? Will there be a single question or multiple question? Normally, what I have observed is there will be 2 sub-questions, guys, of 5 marks each, or one question for 6 marks, the other question for 4 marks, like that. Yeah, yes. Then coming to the GST component, here the first question, compulsory question, there will be 2 questions there. First question would be on GST liability calculations, guys, along with ITC adjustment, or they can cover various topics like exemption, RCM, time of supply, place of supply, all those things. So please be careful with it. And remaining 3 questions would be for 10 marks each. There also there will be 2 sub-questions. Yes. So this is all about the question paper pattern, guys. Now coming to what are the resources available on my YouTube channel for taxation. Guys, I have updated lot of videos on taxation for both income tax as well as GST. I've just given the duration breakup also here. You can see income tax marathon is uploaded chapter wise for each and every topic. The total duration of this videos is for 18 hours, and even GST marathon is uploaded for each and every chapter. Total duration of this videos all put together is around 14 and a half hours, guys. And also, amendment plays a major role in taxation paper. In GST, there were amendments for September exams. If you are not yet updated with it, please have a look into it. There are 2 videos. The total duration of both the videos is around 2.5 hours. Then coming to income tax, there are 2 small amendments in income tax for January exams. which I have covered through a separate video, which is around 8 minutes. That's all. Please have a look into it. And if at all, if you want to watch it again, if you already watched it in the past, try to keep the amendment video on the exam day, guys. Yes, sir. Then, along with all this, I have also discussed the questions on some important topics like the total income calculation, capital gains, which has lot of amendments, then GST liability along with ITC adjustments. So these three are like sure shot question in the exams, guys. So please try to capitalize scoring well in these three questions. Then few videos even on question paper discussion and RTP is also available. So plan your preparation or plan to watch this video as per your time zone. The link for all this video I would have provided in the description. Do check it out and try to score exemption in taxation paper, guys. I wish you all get exemption in taxation paper. All the very best.